the biggest difference? Now, I mean, outside of changing your business cards, maybe you don't need restaurant reservations anymore in Houston. What's the biggest difference between changing roles now?
Well, I think any time that your name goes on the bottom of the lineup card, there's a little bit more responsibility, and where before you were giving suggestions to how you want to do things, I think you're taking the suggestions and you're making the final decision. That's probably the biggest thing.
What is the acclimation process? How do you learn about the players? If you had one-on-one conversations with a lot of guys, just a couple, the new guys, how does it all work when you take over a job?
Well, I've talked to just about everybody. There's a few guys, down in the Caribbean that I wasn't able to get their phone numbers as well. I got their phone numbers but wasn't able to get in contact with them. But I've talked to just about everybody that's coming to camp with us, had conversations and got to visit. And then you know what? The last 2 weeks in Houston, we had a little caravan, and there was a lot of guys, number one, on the caravan, and number two, there's a lot of guys in working out at the ballpark. So I would go in the ballpark and visit with those guys and talk and just kind of get to know them a little bit, and I think they got to know me a little bit.
Well, I think the neat part about it is that, there's so much talk about how high profile this position is, the manager of the Astros, and that this is a team that's kind of in a state of flux. People aren't sure whether or not this is a team that's ready to contend. When you see the roster and you talk to guys like Lance Berkman and Carlos Lee and Roy Oswalt, there's no long-term process for these guys. They want to win right now.
They want to win right now, and they should. I mean, go around the ball diamond and look at the guys that we have on the field, and then you go through our starting rotation, and there's enough to be excited about. I think the back end of our bullpen as well is pretty solid. So you look at everybody that we have, and it does get exciting a little bit of the possibilities of this ball club.
You guys made a lot of moves or acquisitions, made some changes. Obviously, Pedro Feliz, Brett Myers, Lindstrom, Lyon. Is there one of those guys there you say, what, that one was one that we definitely needed, or one that you're excited to kind of see play out in the spring more than the others?
Well, any time that you lose a Jose Valverde or a LaTroy Hawkins, those type of guys, you need to have somebody else to fit in. So anytime you get Brandon Lyons and then a Matt Lindstrom, you're able to fit those guys in. Those are big keys because we lost two big keys. So I think we're going to see how everything plays out, what we put in place, how it plays out in spring training. But at the same time, it's we lost some quality individuals, but we're able to get some real good quality guys back.